Because something big is quietly developing in the NBA, and it could put the New York Knicks in position to land one of the most dominant defensive players in basketball. A former Defensive Player of the Year, a stretch big, a 26-year-old prime-time talent, and someone the Knicks front office has wanted for a long time, Jaren Jackson Jr. And here's the part nobody in New York can afford to ignore. The Memphis Grizzlies may finally be opening the door, and once that door opens, it doesn't stay open long. Stay until the end of this video because what's happening in Memphis right now could directly shape the Knicks' future. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Knicks fan, make sure you're subscribed to Knicks News. We're your go-to source for daily, engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this season by hitting that subscribe button now. Somebody needs to check on Knicks president Leon Rose, because if there is one executive in the NBA who has been quietly monitoring Jaren Jackson Jr. for years, it's him. Reports from this past summer already revealed that Rose has long admired Jackson's game, and honestly, it's not hard to understand why. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not just another big man, he is a former NBA Defensive Player of the Year, one of the best rim protectors in basketball, one of the most switchable bigs in the league, a player who can block shots, stretch the floor, attack mismatches, and punish smaller defenders, and he's only 26 years old. This is the type of player front offices dream about. This is the type of player who changes the identity of a team. And now, for the first time in a long time, he may actually be available. And that is where things get very serious for the New York Knicks. Because what once felt like a fantasy is suddenly starting to look realistic. Everything changed when Memphis traded Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic. That move sent a message across the league. Even though the Grizzlies publicly downplayed it, executives around the league saw it differently. They saw it as the beginning of a reset, not a retool, a reset. And now the biggest signal of all has dropped. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, the Grizzlies are now entertaining offers for Ja Morant. Let that sink in. Teams do not shop a 26-year-old franchise guard unless they are seriously considering a new direction. This isn't noise. This isn't smoke. This is a front office testing the market. And once that happens, everything becomes negotiable, including Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, Jackson is young. Yes, he could technically be part of a rebuild. But here's the reality that executives around the league understand. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not a #1 option. He is not the foundation of a franchise. He is elite in his role, but his ideal role is as a second star or high-impact third option. He is not someone you build everything around. He doesn't consistently create offense for others. He has never been a heavy minutes engine. And that matters if Memphis is truly hitting the reset button. Because if you're starting over, you want picks, flexibility, and long-term control, not a max-level contract tied to a player who isn't your centerpiece. And Jackson's contract is massive. 4 years, $205 million after this season, nearly 29% of the salary cap every year. That alone will force Memphis to listen. And this is where the Knicks quietly enter the conversation. The Knicks are not a team that can just casually chase superstars. They don't control all their picks. They aren't overflowing with lottery assets. But what they do have is something extremely valuable in this new NBA economy. They have future first-round picks, they have movable contracts, they have financial flexibility, and most importantly, they are stepping into a trade market that is cooling down. We are watching teams struggle to get full value for expensive stars. Atlanta couldn't generate a monster return for Trae Young. Ja Morant's market is already being described as less than robust. Front offices are becoming far more cautious about max-level players with flaws. And Jaren Jackson Jr., as impactful as he is not a flawless superstar. That means he may not command a king's ransom, and that changes everything. New York is expected to control at least 2 first-round picks they can move in upcoming summers. They have contracts that can match salary, they have young players that can fit timelines, and they are not locked into long-term cap disaster. That combination matters, because Memphis, if they truly pivot, will want draft control, cap breathing room, and developmental pieces. And the Knicks can realistically offer all 3. They won't outbid everyone, but they may not have to, because Jackson's contract, role, and the new NBA environment might shrink the market. And in a shrinking market, leverage changes, and teams like the Knicks suddenly become very dangerous. There is one more layer to this that Knicks fans should not ignore. Leon Rose knows Jaren Jackson Jr. from before he was in a Knicks front office, from his days at Creative Artists Agency. This isn't tape, this isn't scouting reports, this is familiarity. And when major front offices pursue stars, familiarity often drives aggression. Rose understands the player, the personality, the work habits, the camp, the long-term trajectory. That kind of knowledge removes hesitation, and when hesitation disappears, opportunities get attacked, not observed. Here is what makes this moment critical. If Memphis formally commits to a reset, the league will move fast. Phones will light up, packages will be floated, leverage will shift week by week, and once a serious bidder emerges, the price changes. This is the quiet stage. This is the information stage. This is the stage where smart front offices position themselves, because once the market becomes public, it is already too late, and the Knicks know that. So, Knicks fans, here's the real question. If Memphis truly opens the door, do the Knicks walk through it? Because Jaren Jackson Jr. is not just a name, he is a defensive identity, a playoff weapon, a front court anchor, and possibly the most realistic elite talent to hit the trade market that actually fits the Knicks' future. This situation is evolving, and it is moving quietly, which usually means something big is coming. And when it does, don't be surprised if the New York Knicks are right in the middle of it, because Leon Rose has been watching this for a long time. And now, the moment he was waiting for may finally be here.